Hey y'all, the Lady Empath 1111, guys. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to Queen of Kings Tarot, guys. Where behind every king is his queen. That is us, the divine feminine. Of course, our kings are the divine masculine, y'all. I heard so you want to have my baby? Oh, you want to have my baby? Yeah, you got somebody. I see twins, y'all, but I see spirit babies, guys. You and this person have a very blessed life is what I'm seeing. Like, this is someone, you guys are going to build legacies together. Like, you're going to build dynasties is what I'm hearing. Yeah, there's a spiritual awakening. This is a spiritual connection, y'all. And this is what is allowing you and this person to truly build. Right? Truly build what it is that you want. See, when you begin to realize that what you are building is not for yourself, but it's for the greater of humanity, right? It's for people to see unconditional love through you and your person, then whatever it is you develop. So guys, these spirit babies, right, that I'm seeing is two little beautiful little, it could be twins, y'all. But what this is for many, it's natural children. It's natural children who need to be birthed into the divinity of the union that you and your person are creating, so that they can go forward and impact the world as well. Now, for anyone who doesn't want children, these spirit babies are your businesses, your vision for the future of what it is that you're building for yourself. See, when God begins to call and you begin to answer the call is what I'm seeing. Not only are you blessed in one area of your life, you're blessed in many areas of your life. That's because you understand surrender, right? That's because you understand the need to just allow the universe to align with you, right? So that's when you begin to do some type of introspection about anything that has stopped you from really truly pursuing purpose and passion that God has given you. These children are beautiful, y'all, because they are the outward manifestation of the love that you and your person share. Yeah. See, this is a soul level love. This is a connection. I'm seeing divine connection, right? This is a connection that God has sent to be a display, an outward display of God's true love. See, when you get into divine union with your kingdom spouse, with who God has sent for you, this union is not just for you. It's not just about you. What it is, it allows everyone around you to see the divinity within you, which is God. And that's why you're able to see things from a different light, right? That's how you're able to truly be able to impart tenderness, right, into everything you do, y'all. Like, because this is the real deal. And when you understand that you have a gentle spirit and you begin to, you're able to care deeply for people, you then take those same characteristics and you display them into, or you impart them into your children, y'all, into your businesses, into things that you're building. So when we say spirit babies, y'all, for some it is natural children, but for others it's whatever you're building that's going to impact or impart something into this world. This is many loves, many lifetimes. So it's been complicated. And a lot of times you felt like you had a long way to go and that your road took many detours to get to this awakening, to get to this point where you're able to stop fighting, right? And begin to truly build the lifestyle with the soulmate that you want. See, your soul has whispered for this a long time. This is someone who makes you blush, y'all. This is someone who makes you blush at first sight. You see this person every time and you still blush, right? This is a gentle, caring soul. This is a very tender, caring union. There are soft whispers of affection, right? This person can literally make love to you with their words is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone that has this ability to speak not to you, but through you. Yeah, I'm seeing someone that speaks through you. This is a new chapter, y'all. Someone's been studying, someone's been reading, someone's been learning, and they've also been revisiting a lot from their past, and now they're beginning to enjoy, right, and keep going. There is still pages that need to be written, right? So your person is like, look, I need to write my story for myself, and I'm going to make this story great, because this is someone who had to begin to revisit what love truly means to them. See, this is someone who they weren't trying to get too deep in this love thing, right? At first, right? At first, it's like, the water is rising. I'm not trying to get too deep. But now I see someone who is ready for the journey. They're ready to surrender. And this is someone who could have definitely been fighting against this at the first. But when God has put a vision inside of you, you learn how to balance your priorities and go for what God told you to go for. So a lot of times your person was closed off to love. They were not open. They were a little over it, but this is because this is someone whose emotions and feelings were creeping up and they didn't know how to deal with what was taking place. This is someone who had to understand and learn how to balance some things in their life. But in understanding this, now your person understands a more gentle side. Right? They understand partnership. They understand that the legacy that you guys are building starts with your own legacy, your children, your children's children. I told you I see spirit babies, y'all. It's twins, right? This could just be you and your person learning how to work together, right? These spirit babies, these twins are you, your person, and God coming together to co-create and work. I see someone who's an artist. I see someone who is drawing. Your person had to make some type of decision to walk away, though, and this was a difficult choice, but your person knew that in order to choose you, in order to choose this love, I got Gemini energy here, that it was calling them to have to heal. And in their healing, they understood that they could not stay in the places that hurt them. This full moon and this new moon, because I'm seeing a full moon and I'm seeing a crescent moon. So it's like these moon cycles that have been taking place has illuminated the path for your person to begin to walk away from their past, the past that has been holding them back, the past version of themselves. But this was a difficult decision, but it's been a part of their healing. See, this is about your person being more vulnerable, being more open. It's almost like someone being naked. They're being nude. And what was exposed was the devil, y'all. What was exposed was the karmic attachments. I got Capricorn energy here. What was exposed was the need for your person to walk away from any and everything that was keeping them stuck. Yeah, not able to surrender to the call of God, to the call of the divine. Your person is now understanding balance. I see Archangel Michael. I see Archangel Gabriel, right? Sunflowers could be significant. See, your person is now understanding. See, come on, y'all. See, when your person first saw you, they are in the King of Cups, or were and still are in that King of Cups energy. But the King of Cups can quickly become emotionally overwhelmed is what I'm seeing. 1222. Your person at some point became emotionally overwhelmed as the emotions began to rise. This is someone who they went straight logic. They jumped out of the water of their emotions quickly and went to dry land. But what that did was took one imbalance and turned it into another. So you're dealing with someone who could have been very, very emotionally in tune, overly emotional to some point, right? When they met you, and then when they flipped the script is what I'm seeing, they became overly logical. This is someone who now understands that you can be both emotional and logical, and that is what brings about some type of balance. And that's what your person had to understand, because they're used to manipulative energy of people who emotionally manipulate them in order to keep them in a lack mindset. See, your person has karmic feminine energy around them. With this karmic feminine energy is the type to cry when they want to get their way, versus having a intellectual conversation to come to an understanding. So when you have a conversation with this person, they looking at you like you crazy, and you thinking, I just need to understand, right? But this is someone who's not used to that, right? They're used to emotional, manipulative, feminine energy, which derives from a lack mindset is what I'm seeing. And when you're used to that type of manipulative feminine energy, you begin to defend yourself and protect yourself. So this is someone who could have consistently been in defense mode, which kept them from communicating clearly what it is that they wanted or the direction of this union. See, this is someone who's been in defense mode. But when people get to crying all the time, the first thing you do is get defensive, because you feel like, well, damn, what did I do now? So because your person is used to manipulative women, or men, take it how it resonates, right? That derived a lack mindset, and your person had to end this cycle. There's a completion. I got Capricorn, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio energy, right? There is something taking place that's bringing some type of cycle to completion for you and your person. I got Leo energy as well. Your person is planning on how they want to move forward. This is someone who's now wanting to make a decision because you were honest with this person. They see you as someone who is very honest, but they did not see themselves as someone who was your equal. This is someone who had to let go of some type of past regret. I'm seeing the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm seeing the Golden Gate Bridge as well. Your person was so focused on the things that they had lost before they met you that they were not looking at what you were bringing to the table, which kept them breadcrumbing you. See, this is someone who could not see themselves or did not see themselves the way you saw them. All they saw was the losses. All they saw were the L's that they took, right? There could have been 3 very significant things or 3 years of circumstances before your person met that they had to release that grief, right? Because they couldn't even see what you were bringing to the table, and what you imparted into this person is a measure of strength, because this is someone who had been wounded, y'all. This is someone who was very tired, right? Like kind of over, and they knew that they needed some type of quick change to take place in their life. So they manifested you. See, when this person realized that their life was not going the way they wanted, they cried out to God, and what God sent them was you. But your person didn't recognize that you were heaven sent. Sent from heaven. That's what I heard. Keisha Cole, sent from heaven. See, you were sent for heaven. Someone could have a black cat, right? But you were sent from heaven to really pour into this person, but your person couldn't see it because of their own heartbreak. This person couldn't see that wish fulfillment was sent to them for them because they prayed for it, but they didn't recognize this. So they kept you in some type of karmic cycle, stuck with their own emotional baggage. But I do see a new beginning. See, there's a new perspective. Yeah, of your person. Oh, yeah, because we got a pair. Yeah. See, now your person is beginning to see themselves as your equal. And before, this is someone who did not see. But I'm telling you, these spirit babies, this person wants a family with you. And in order to have that family, they had to release the fear associated with their own spiritual transformation. I told you, the fear is never about you. The fear is never about being with you. The fear is the transformation that has to take place in order for your person to be in your presence. This was a very difficult decision because your person is someone who knows that they had to be honest with themselves about what it is that they want and their fears. This is someone who felt very trapped. It was almost like, again, I can choose to go left or I can choose to go right. Either way, it's a difficult decision because your person was holding on to too much and it was stopping them from truly pursuing their purpose. You are part of this person's purpose. You are also meant to bring this person some type of financial stability as well, but it's the person's responsibility to let you in because this is someone who has trust issues because of the things that have taken place in their life. This is kept this person from truly coming in to offer you the next level of commitment because they had to begin to face their own fears. But when the feminine energy comes about, your gentleness, your nurturing, and your mothering, I'm telling you, I see pregnancy. I see another pregnant lady. But your person was dealing with fears and insecurities of not being enough. And this sabotaged your person. This was a lack of confidence, but this was a lot of ego and fear. Your person even got to a point where they were antisocial. They were just staying at the house. Maybe you felt like this person was even giving you the silent treatment or leaving you out. But what was taking place is your person was garnering the courage to change, to move on, to progress, because there had been a lot of misdirection. Someone could live near railroad tracks, but someone was being misguided or misdirected by the toxicity around them. See, your person wasn't listening to their intuition. There was a lot of blocked insight and foresight, a lot of confusion about their future path. So they made bad decisions after bad decisions after bad decisions. But a lot of this was because of the drama and the arguments of the toxicity that was around them. So when you begin to understand, right, the delusions had to come to an end. Your person had their head in the clouds, a lot of hopes and dreams, but really weren't doing anything. But now we know that this is fate, y'all. This is a beautiful lesson and an end to a cycle. Because God say these babies got to come forth. Yeah, these babies got to come forth. And whether these are natural children, right, or the businesses that you are meant to birth, or the collective that you are meant to impart wisdom, knowledge, and understanding into, whatever your spirit babies are, know that they coming, child. They coming. Love and light as always. The Lady Empath, 1111.